What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Tom, and in today's video we're going to talk to you all about eggs. As you're exploring as you're exploring the world of PALWORLD, you'll be collecting these little buggers, and these eggs are really cool. They stand out like a sore thumb. They're really unique, and they're really good to find and collect. Sometimes they'll be up mountains, sometimes they'll be in caves, sometimes they'll be in the trees and the bushes, sometimes they'll be in like monuments like these. And they're auto spawning as well. Oh, I thought that was one there, but it's a palsphere. I thought, oh, speak of the devil, there one is on the hill, but that's just a palsphere. Don't worry about that. Basically, yeah, those eggs are going to be all over your map. You're going to find them everywhere. You're going to find tons of them. Make a dedicated chest for them and stack them up. Do not eat them. You can't eat them, but you can eat the standard chicken eggs, so don't get them confused. And on top of that, don't waste them, don't destroy them, don't discard them, don't drop them, don't leave them behind. Bring them to your base, shove them into a chest, and look after them, because they will look after you in the future. Once you've collected a chest full of juicy eggs, what you're going to want is to come into your technological skill tree and scroll down until you see this bad boy. At level 7, you will unlock the egg incubator. And you'll see, like, it'll take 5 cloth to make, it'll take 30 stone to make, it'll take 10 palladium fragments to make. So again, it's not too complicated, it's not too much of an expensive recipe. But it will need ancient civilization parts. Only 2 of them, but they're still there. How do you get them? Well, once you're level 7, you should have a good little team of pals. And what you'll want to do is farm up dungeons, boss fights, so the Syndicate Rain Tower, or actual wild bosses out in the world. So we've got a level 15 Pen King there, we've got a King Packer, and we've got a Mamarist. So these bosses that you see out in the world, and they'll be all over the world, you want to fight them. You want to fight them, and you want to win them. You don't have to catch them. There's no, you can catch them, but you don't have to. You just want to fight them, and you want to win them. And basically, if you do fight them, and you do end up succeeding against them, you will unlock some of those ancient technology pieces, and that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to go and fight a level 15 Pen King. So this is another helpful tip. You're getting all the good tips today, boys. What you want to do before any boss fight, obviously I'm on a server right now with some of my friends, and my mate who built the server, he wanted the PALWORLD experience to be super intense and super stressful. So he made sure that when you die, you drop all of your loot, which is obviously not a nice feeling, but it does make your fights a lot more intense, and I completely get why he's done that. But basically, you don't want to die and lose all your shenanigans, so you want to basically drop all the items that you don't want to risk losing to one side. And do you know what? I will be a little bit brave, and I'll take 1 pal sphere. Actually, no, I don't like odd numbers. We'll take 2. We'll take 2, and then we will definitely be halving the arrows, putting them to one side, just in case we die and lose it all. We're going to take out the tools. The defense pendant will stay with us. The glider we won't be needing, but the armor will stay. So this chest, it'll become my dedicated, in case of emergency, leave here type chest. And the tools can go in here with my resources. So I'll leave them in there, and then I will be off on my boss fight, which is scary, but I'll show you how you can handle your first boss fight. It's not going to be too bad. We're gonna be fine. So these are the pals that I'll be taking. I know for a fact I'll be fighting an ice type pal, or a water type pal at the very least. So we don't want to take fire with us. Fire's not going to be good in this scenario. We want to take the strongest and the baddest possible. This guy's a level 12. This guy is a level 14. So we're going to take the level 14. The water pal's not going to be very efficient against him anyway. So we will take a level 15 elk with us. That seems like a pretty strong choice. Trying to look if we've got any other big guys that we could end up taking with us for a hand if we need them. I think we're good, actually. We're doing 11, 12, 14. Yeah, we got 2 elks, we got a bat, we got the direwolf. I think this is a strong team. I think this is a pretty strong team. We're gonna go with this squad, and it's nighttime, so we're gonna utilize that because my Tom bat which is one of my pals, he is a nighttime pal, so he is very good at attacking in the dark. And some of your bosses will even be asleep during the dark, and you can still fight them. But first, we're going to fast travel to this small settlement and sell the remaining little items that I have in my inventory, because I don't want to lose them. Now, when you die in PALWORLD, it depends. It depends on what you should be doing, and it depends on the battle and the situation and how the server is set up. But essentially, in my server, if I die, I drop all my loot, and I see a little blue waypoint in the distance, and I can run over and retrieve my items. But if for whatever reason I don't make it over there, and I die on my way to my items, they despawn, which obviously is a bit gutting. So I don't want to risk losing it and then dying on the way to retrieve it. But if you guys want an easier experience, you can edit in your server information to the point where you can put a little change in there to say when you die, you don't drop your gear, for example. It doesn't make fighting as intense, but it does make it easier for a beginner player. So I would highly recommend doing that if that's what you're more comfortable with. But fortunately, I am not the host on this server. My friend is, and he wants the most intense experience. So that's what we're getting. So my boss fight might be a little bit harder than what your boss fight will be, but you guys will smash it. You guys will be fine. And never be afraid to change the game settings to help you out if you need be. But yeah, we're going to fast travel to this Pen King waypoint. Luckily, I've already got his waypoint unlocked. If you didn't, you'd just have to find his little orb on the map and run up to him. Hopefully, he's asleep. I mean, it sounds bad, but hopefully he's asleep, and we can have an easy little boss fight. So once you get to... I'm going to grab that spare pal sphere, because we're going to try and catch this guy. It might not be possible, and I might not, successfully do it, but we're going to also farm up some food. It's always good to take food with you to places, but ADHD Tom always forgets to take his food into battles. So that's probably not the smartest play. We're going to take on this guy. We're going to walk you through your first proper boss fight. He should be around here somewhere. Okay. This looks right. This looks right to me. I'm going to enter his dungeon. Oh dear. I've entered the dungeon. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. So we're only going to get one shot at this. We're going to throw the tombat. His little henchmen are also sleeping. So that helps. What the hell? He got himself stuck in a wall. Oh god. Obviously it avoids. Goes without saying. No, don't kill him. Oh. Shit. Ah. I killed him. I had to kill him. I went for the capture. It was going to be too risky. I went for the kill instead. But we got 3 civilization parts for that. And now we destroy his minions. One by one. Always do boss fights overnight. Makes your life 10 times easier. You can wake up the little pals one at a time. The little henchman. This poor Tombat needs healing after this fight. He's done really well, to be fair to him. Fight those little penguins, and by the time they've even woken up, they've already been murked. They've already been had. Boom. So we farm them up too. Gonna grab them. So yeah, that was a pretty good boss fight. I mean, I went down to half health there for a second. Things got a little bit sketchy, but apart from that, job's a good one. We're really good. We're really good. That went quite well. And he's got a 59-minute cooldown. So you can come back in 59 minutes. And even if you kill a boss and you think, oh, that's a bit crap, I wanted to actually catch him, it doesn't matter. Come back when his cooldown is finished, and we'll have another go at that fight, and you'll be able to possibly catch him. Because I'm sure there's people out there who want to try and collect all the bosses, which makes sense. But right now, for the purpose of the video, it's just about getting those ancient materials and showing you what you can do next. So we've got our ancient materials from that boss fight, and we can now come up here. This is my little station for it, and you can now, if we had the resources, we could now craft another egg incubator, which I'll do because I'll go and farm up those blue little crystals. Always got them hanging around near my base. This is why I like my base. I think it's in a pretty decent little central location. It's quite an easy little one to find. It's quite early start, and it's got right load of good resources nearby. So highly recommend it. But yeah, that ancient material is really good for crafting items. So boss fights are a necessity. They are a necessary part of the game. They're not always going to be fun. You might die a couple of times along the way, but you've got to give it a go when you can. And hopefully you smash it like I did. And comment down below if you've killed any bosses so far, if you've captured any bosses so far, what levels were you when you were fighting those bosses, and what pals you had on you. Recommend some stuff for us, advise us with some helpful tips, like what pals we should be taking in to fight people. Tell me your strategies in the comments. I love to hear it. So we've got some of these resources, and now I'm going to be able to go up there and build my egg incubator and give you your final tip for the video. It's a big important bit of information when it comes to hatching your eggs. So for example, underneath my egg currently it tells me there's 2 minutes left to go. It seems to be a little bit cold, but the incubation speed is 50%. So if I dropped in another campfire, it should go up to 100%. Now depending on what eggs you're hatching, they will like and prefer different optimal temperatures, I think is the fancy way of saying it. They will prefer different temperatures, and they will prefer different conditions to hatch in. But as long as you really have a couple of campfires lying around, you put them somewhere high and dry, somewhere safe, they're going to be fine. They're going to hatch well, and you're going to be absolutely loving it, because you're going to have your own little PALWORLD army. Because that's what the eggs are for. That's the whole point of the eggs. You find them out in the wilderness, you'll catch them, you have to go and obviously get your incubator materials. But then the fun begins, because you get to be a parent to a little hatchling. And you'll get dragon ones, you'll get like different common ones, uncommon ones, electric ones, fire ones, earth ones. Like we've got a rock one on the go upstairs at the minute. So yeah, you will easily be hatching yourself your own little pals. And it's always exciting when you get like a new little pal that's a different one to what you found in the world before. You might have never seen it before, and then you end up having one of your own. And if your inventory is full, your party's full, they just go instantly into your pal box. The only disadvantage is they are going to start out as a level 1, and you will have to level them up. But the best guide of doing that will be in a separate video. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, and tell me if you're enjoying PALWORLD or not. Subscribe for more, and peace.